Is this gonna... Oh, all right.
I had a revelation about those two words we found. Other death.
You killed that boy! And you killed Mr. Tesla!
Search each floor and report back to me.
It came from in there.
Stop!
So... gonna follow her this time.
He already turned me away.
You did? Mr. Tesla?
Is he all right?
The...
No. No!
Stand back, miss. What's going on here?
Detective Gustav, I assume. My apologies, I didn't hear the bell. You must be exhausted. Sweden is a long way to come from. If you will be so kind as to follow me, I will show you to your room.
Stop. Who are you?
I am Oliver Swan, sir. Mr. Tesla's manservant.
You're his butler.
Yes, sir.
What happened here?
What do you mean, sir?
Are you blind?
Yes, sir. Blind from that.
Besides the three of us. How many people in this house?
4, sir.
Right, I've seen all this.
Who are you?
Edison. Thomas Edison.
Edison. Nobody moves.
I don't know, I can't see. I can't make it out.
Please, someone tell me what is
The killer's
happening.
trying to escape.
How do we know that's the killer?
Innocent men don't run.
They're coming back.
Why in God's name didn't he just shoot him?
Maybe he'd rather ask questions first.
Or maybe they're friends.
Stop. Mr. Swan, where's the dining room?
That way, sir. And we have a telephone there, too.
Keep walking.
Well, that was over quickly.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
I wonder if Tesla has a set of gallows around here somewhere.
Nobody's to leave this house. I intend to speak with each of you. That's far enough.
I've seen this bit.
Gustav, I'm... Yes, it's Swedish. I'm calling from Mr. Tesla's island. There's been a murder here, and I need you to send a boat immediately. Thank you. Mr. Swan, please tend to the other guests until the police arrive.
And you go.
Would he do that?
I was his assistant. A few months ago. But he just said he did it.
Did he? You can go now.
All right. Please be careful, Mr. Gustav.
I will.
Alright.
No! No! I'm going to save you. I promise.
Mr. Tesla. Whilst I have the greatest respect for you as a fellow engineer, I must say the accusation you made in your letter did nothing short of horrify me. To suggest that my brother's death was anything other than a tragic accident is a profoundly offensive notion. I loved my brother just as my father did. I have no idea how or why you would claim to know such details anyway, since the event occurred more than 15 years ago. Sincerely, Augustus Van...
At first, I planned to use ethanol as a gasoline extender while I finished building the electric generators. But due to a lack of availability, I had to experiment. Much to my surprise, I found that tequila works. At first, I planned to use...
Pardon me.
Tesla. Rich men like you are always fascinated by men like me. Men from the mud. Your offer got my attention. But remember, just because meat gets a lion's attention, it don't mean that you want to be there when he comes sniffing for it. See you soon. Victor Mundy.
Yeah.
The man in room 3327. Wednesday, January 8th, 1997. Last week, an unknown Serbian-born man was found dead in room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel. What makes his story unusual is that according to his passport, he was 141 years old. If true, that made him the oldest person in human history. The man's name had been scored out.
Ah. Right. No, chapter 1. Right, so basically been very active. Chapter 2, Flora, Zoom.
Flora, did you find anything?
Just because you're...
Oh, I thought Mr. Swan was in here.
Flora, did you find anything?
No, nothing.
Why did you want to know where the butler is?
I was hungry.
Fast forward. But I've seen you, because I've seen him talking to her.
In this house with... Why did you say you weren't a detective?
Mr. Edison!
Then why save me?
Ah, Mr. Swan. There you are. Do you have a moment?
You must leave this house.
I intend to, but not yet.
You must go. Mr. Tesla did not want you here.
Well, he's dead, so you can drop the act.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have it your way. The lock. The door, he changed the lock. I want the new combination.
What door?
The door. You know the one I mean. And if you don't give me the combination, I'll tell everyone the truth about you.
Madam, we have never met before, eh? I think perhaps you have me confused with
The
someone.
detective and I found Tesla dead. Then you showed up right there and then he asked you, besides us three, how many people are there in this house? Do you remember what you said?
No?
You said 4. 4 other people, which is strange because at that point you didn't know Tesla was dead because we hadn't told you yet. Which means you should have said 5.
It was just a mistake.
Maybe. Maybe you miscounted. Or perhaps you knew he was dead because you killed him yourself.
Madam, that is absolutely untrue.
Or perhaps there's another explanation. You could see he was dead. Because you're not blind at all. Are you?
Madam, I assure you, I have been blind my whole life.
Tesla may be dead. But if people found out you lied to get your position here, they'll send you back to where you came from. Back into chains.
I am blind.
There's enough world already. I'd hate for you to be dragged back into your old life. I imagine it wasn't very nice.
But, madam, I am blind.
You're blind.
No, you're not.
Yes, madam.
Very well. Then you're no use to me.
No.
There you are. Give me the combination.
I didn't see it clearly. He was always in the way.
Me.
One, 7, 1945.
You've saved a very important life today. Believe me. Just make sure no one gets into the basement until I'm done.
Pause. Right, what's that? Nothing. What's that? Nothing. Nothing.
Why keep the secrets of a dead man anyway?
Because that is what a good man should do.
And was Tesla a good man to you? Those marks on your hands. I know what they are.
I was alone in my room.
Really? Where did you come from? Oh, right.
I was alone in my room. About what you heard. Mademoiselle?
No!
Miss Banner?
You son of a bitch! my way.
Where are you
I'm
going?
going to tell everyone the truth about you.
No, why?
You knew the door wouldn't open. You lied to me. I'm not to be trifled with.
Wait. I know what happened. There's a second lock on that door.
A second lock?
Yes, it is electromagnetic.
What does that mean?
If you want to open it, you must turn off the voltage regulator for the whole house.
Where's the switch?
Outside. Go out the front door. Turn right.
I may be a fool, but I'm not foolish. The second I go outside, you tell the detective I'm trying to escape and he shoots me.
But, madam, you can trust me. I swear.
I can trust the man who's been lying to every single person here? No, you're going outside.
I do hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all, sir.
So you were just standing here in total silence.
No, sir.
I was just thinking about you, Mr. Swan. About how you have the access to all the food and drink in this house.
Are you hungry? I could prepare a supper.
No, I'm not hungry. Just curious. I don't believe we've met. I'm the Thomas Edison. And you?
My name is Flora White.
Miss or Mrs.?
I suppose I'm...
Sounds complicated. So, did you know him well?
Who?
Tesla. Who else?
I'm not sure one ever knows a man like him.
And you two? You know each other?
No. We worked for Mr. Tesla at different times.
You worked for him as well. How interesting. I thought there was only one person here carrying out Tesla's orders. He didn't like me much, did he, Mr. Swan?
I am sure I don't know, sir.
I'm sure you don't. Let's drink a little house whiskey. A toast. To Tesla.
I don't care for the test, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. It's the truth.
Stop. I want to see him drink first. Drink. To your master.
I would prefer not.
You'd prefer not.
What are you doing? Stop it!
Drink it, you son of a bitch! I know exactly what you did, you pigeon-littered little wretch, but you can't kill me!
I didn't do anything!
It was Tesla's final wish, wasn't it? I want to hear you say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The whiskey, upstairs. You poisoned it.
No. That wasn't me.
Then who was it?
I'm not at liberty to say.
The hell you're not.
Who was it?
It was another guest.
Which other guest?
I cannot say, sir.
So you're in cahoots with them?
The whiskey was not meant for you. The person who put the poison in there intended to drink it themselves.
What are you talking about?
They were going to commit suicide.
Kill themselves? Why? Who?
The person in question had a change of heart. I don't think they would want me to mention their name. It's a private matter.
But what if the person wanted to kill themselves out of guilt for murdering Tesla? Then we have a right to...
No. That was not the reason. I am quite certain of that.
Then what was the reason?
Old pain from an old wound.
Hogwash! I don't believe a word of
I
this.
smell smoke.
If you didn't do it, I demand to know who poisoned my drink! You wait right here. I'll be back.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
The kitchen.
That's not what we agreed.
Well, that was before I got hit in the face.
Go and do what I told you. I have to get inside that room.
I have...
Oh, let's see a minute. I think I will be looking here. No. I don't think I've been in here. Or not much. No. Follow her. Go.
On this.
My patience is wearing thin. I'll tell them, don't push me.
Push you?
There can't be that many cuts of steak in there. Choose one and get moving.
He's got a gun. He's got a gun.
You should know. There's only so much a man can endure.
Believe me, women are no different. How long are you going to stand there? I said, how long are you going to...
Please! I just want a moment of peace.
I don't have time for this.
Oh, a knife.
I've suffered too, you know.
Madam, I don't know you, but I know I would win that contest.
No, you wouldn't.
I had a son. A good boy. God knows I loved him. But I abandoned him so I could escape the men who called themselves my masters. God knows that too. I ran all the way to America, but even here, even now, you people still all want to control me. But you don't understand. I already have a master. My master is my shame. The shame I feel for leaving my boy. And now I realize I will never be a free man. So, you tell them whatever you want. You cannot control me anymore.
That you told me quite plainly that you heard a woman arguing with Mr. Tesla moments before I found him dead.
I think I've been trying to force you to help me because I was afraid that if I begged you wouldn't do it. I don't want to control anyone.
Why would you say it, Rush?
I just want to get inside that room.
Mr. Tesla promised me some money to start a new life in this country. But he left me nothing. There must be a lot of money in that room for you to care so much.
You can keep what's there.
So it's not money. What is in there?
A chance to make my mistake undone.
It means a lot to you.
It means everything.
I will help you. I will let you know when it is done.
Mr. Swash. Thank you.
Right, so got two mostly 3 4.
No!
I'm guessing in a minute that's some finished here. Pick these things, pick that up. Right. Nothing. Brrr. No, look in here. I've already looked at that, I think, before.
Sarah Bernhardt knocks them dead. The famed actress took to the Paris stage last week, dazzling audiences with her interpretation of Shakespeare's Hamlet. Notorious theatre critic Benjamin Brantley praised her performance, saying, "This is a woman who knows tragedy. Is there any role she can..."
Got that. Brr. No. No. Vine tea imports. That's one of the. I'm sure it is. Aye.
My mind is bursting at the seams. I can barely transcribe my designs before 100 more flood into my head. I've reduced my sleep to 3 hours each night. Yet still, I feel I need another...
Right.
Swan's contract of servitude. This indenture, made the 19th day of June between Oliver Swan and Nikola Tesla, declares that Mr. Swan shall labor in servitude to Mr. Tesla in exchange for his passage from Zanzibar. This agreement shall stand until such time as the custom of the country declares it null and void. Swan's contract.
Hey. Brr. Oh, Jesus.